Good morning to all. I'm going to discuss about the one of the important topic in the mining instrumentation, that is data monitoring instrumentation in the mines. This will be utilized for both open cast as well as underground mines. The first instrument I'm going to introduce is that inclinometer. This is an instrument by which we can able to measure the inclination of the strata or slope of a angle of slope. We can use this inclinometer. Both it indicates the magnetic rate, direction, depth of the landslide movement and slope movements. This is vibrating wire piezometer that is used for measuring the water level and water pressure in the strata. And this is another important meter is that it is used for measuring the crack elongation in the open cast benches. So this will be utilized for understanding the strata and strata behavior and its elongation of the cracks. The extensometer. This is also utilized for finding the displacement across the slopes, and this can be utilized for understanding the slope monitoring. And this is another survey system like total station, which we can identify the horizontal displacement of the open cast benches and cut slopes, where one person will stand with the prism, another person will stand with the total station in the viewpoint. The person, those who are carrying the prism, he will stand near to the monitoring station, and the total station, the surveyor will collect the data from the distance between the prism and the total station. So he will record the horizontal displacement in the total station. So by this, we can able to understand the horizontal displacement of the benches. This is a conventional system used in most of the Indian mines. Now there is prism monitoring. You can see that some high walls where the regular monitoring is required. So we are going to place the prisms permanently, and we are keeping the total station in the a prescribed viewpoint. So in a day, people used to collect the data from the different prism instead of standing with the person. The prisms permanently connect inserted the faces of the benches. Visual monitoring is so old, very old is very age-old technology where there is no instrument. People used to do the strata monitoring using a visual monitoring technique. Another is seismic monitoring. Seismic monitoring is concept is that generally utilized used in the rock mines. That means whenever any subsurface displacement happens across the rocks, it will generate seismic waves. If we record the intensity that S waves by using a seismic recorder, based on the intensity of the seismic waves, we can able to identify how much vibrations, what is the displacement happening inside the that slopes or the strata. So it uses the geophones and seismic recorder. This is mostly used for the metal mines. This is crack meter, extensometer, total station, how they are using, and this conventional instruments where a human involvement is definitely required for collection of the data. So problem is that by using the conventional system, a separate manpower required, and it does not provide any alerts. So to work on that, the concept of laser monitoring is introduced, by which it will scan the entire area. Entire area will be divided into a different monitoring point is decided by the scanner, and it will continually scans and it will identify the surface movements of the strata. So which the Quarryman Pro is another kind of laser scanner. Digital photogrammetry is also one of the important strata monitoring technology. It will continuously capture the images of the strata, and it uses the digital image processing techniques to identify the anomaly in the surface movements. This is slope stability radar, by which it will uses electromagnetic wave to capture the surface movements, and any discrepancy happens, it will alert the people, those who are working in the unstable zones. The slope stability radar, the cost of this system is around 8 crores in the Indian currency. It is one of the costliest and most preferable real-time monitoring system. You can see some images of this slope stability radar. robotic total station is also another important concept by which we can able to monitor the slopes using this robotic total station. Automatically, robotic total continuously rotates and collect the data from the regimes, and there will be repeater will be connected to the robotic total station that will send the data to the mine office. So these are different technologies available for the slope and strata monitoring in the open cast as well as underground mines. Thank you.